This is a stoichiometry problem in which we'll be working with aqueous solutions for which we're given the molarities. We'll calculate the theoretical yield in grams of sodium chloride when 15.0 milliliters of 2.50 molar sodium phosphate is reacted with 20.0 milliliters of 2.30 molar nickel 2 chloride. First, we're going to write a balanced equation for the reaction between the reactant sodium phosphate and nickel 2 chloride. The products we see are sodium chloride and nickel 2 phosphate. We're going to approach this just like we do any other limiting reactant problem. That is, we'll do two separate calculations, each in turn starting with the two reactants and calculate all the way to the mass in grams of product. And notice that with both of these calculations, the first part of the calculation, the first two conversion factors, amount to converting from volume of a solution to moles of solute, because we know that volume in liters, that's the first conversion factor, converting from milliliters to liters. Volume in liters times molarity of the solution gives you moles of solute. So the first two conversion factors amount to converting to either moles of sodium phosphate for the first calculation or moles of nickel 2 chloride for the second calculation. Beyond that, it's a pretty standard limiting reactant problem. We're going to use the mole ratios that we obtained from the coefficients in the balanced equation to convert from moles of sodium phosphate to moles of sodium chloride in the top calculation. And then the last conversion is the molar mass of sodium chloride used to convert from moles of sodium chloride to grams of sodium chloride. And the answer that we obtained is 6.57 grams of NaCl with three significant figures. A similar calculation starting with the nickel chloride and using the mole ratio of 6 moles of NaCl per 3 moles of NiCl2 gives us a result in grams of sodium chloride of 5.38 grams of sodium chloride. We can reject the larger number and choose the smaller number as the correct answer. That would be the second calculation that started with NiCl2. So that means that our theoretical yield in this case is 5.38 grams of sodium chloride.